Okay, are we recording? We're ready? Okay, go!
Hi, you are watching IDTV. I'm Camilla Stenmark.
And I'm Courtney Venus.
We got a great show today, but first, Courtney, how are you doing today?
Thanks for asking. Much better. I was so sick this past weekend. I was like barfing all over the place. It was bad. It's like that Family Guy episode, where they're just sick.
Do you feel better now?
Yes.
You know, we don't have to worry about any puking in the studio?
Nope. Good. Ready to go?
Healthy. Speaking of health, we got a great show today, which is related to health. We're going to talk about women's self-defense and Tai Chi.
And I'm going to interview the assistant head coach and soccer player from the Rams at City College.
And I'm going to interview the president of the Astronomy Club.
Last but not least, we're going to find out what people really know about religion.
Or what they don't know. But before that, we're going to go straight into women's self-defense, so get ready to kick some butt. I'm Camilla Stenmark.
And I'm Courtney Venus, and you're watching IDTV.
As women, we are more prone to harassment and abuse. Danger is always around the corner. We meet different people every day and go to places we may not feel comfortable being in. How confident are we about our safety wherever we go? City College of San Francisco offers self-defense classes to promote the safety and security of students. These self-defense classes are taught at the new Community Health and Wellness Center in the martial arts room.
Tell you how good it is?
Dr. Judith Fine, City College instructor, allowed the IDTV video crew to observe her class one afternoon.
Self-defense for women class is one of the two classes that I teach in self-defense at City College. And what we do is we empower women. We teach them about self-esteem and personal power and how to get rid of assailants, how to keep assailants away, and how to get rid of them. So we talk about the psychology of self-defense, which is all about the psychology of intimidation. Whoever wins the battle for intimidation wins.
Dr. Fine doesn't just train her students physically. She also prepares them psychologically to be ready for any situation they might face.
Specifically for me, I'm legally blind, so I might not be, I feel a little more paranoid about what to do when somebody were to attack me hypothetically, so I feel like it's even more important for me to know what to do other than just being a woman and living in a city and being human. I'd like to be ready for anything and just know that I can protect myself in any possible situation.
You need to send out appropriate body language signals to tell assailants to stay away. And if you don't stay away, you're going to be sorry that you're ever born. This is what this class is all about.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fine. So now we're going to join her class and start kicking some butt.
Okay, we'll kick butt. Okay.
She also gave us a demonstration of some of the basic self-defense moves. Shove and kick.
So she's going to go shove. Go ahead. We'll do slow motion. I'm back. And she's so far away, I'm going to do she's wide open. I can do what I want. But she's so far away that I'm going to kick. Okay? Now let's do it faster. Let's go.
Choke.
Okay, she is going to choke me from the front. So what she's doing is she's putting her hands here. I'm going to break out by bringing my arms straight up, which means my shoulders go up. I pivot to break out of the block, and then I counter-attack with whatever is available for me to do where she's open. Okay, here we go.
And back attack.
She's grabbing me around like this. What I'm going to do is I get down in my stance, take my chin and tuck it in so I have air. I'm going to lift her arm up, break out of the hold, break her arm. I won't do it for real. and kick her in the side of the knee. So it's gonna look like this. Here, bam. Okay, here we go.
Dr. Fine gave us the opportunity to practice some of these self-defense moves with her. The best defense, however, is to avoid dangerous situations in the first place. Try to avoid isolated areas, travel in groups whenever possible, and carry a whistle or pepper spray. If you need help regarding any kind of harassment, you can contact the campus police, the Student Counseling Center, or the Office of the Dean of Student Rights and Responsibilities.
That video makes me feel like I should sign up for one of those classes.
Yeah.
Have you done one?
I did. It's a really amazing class. You learn how it's so much about your psychology than actually being strong.
If you believe you're strong, you will be strong. Ladies, let's get it together.
Let's get it together.
Coming up next will be soccer. Yes, my very exciting interview with soccer players. You say football in
Football,
Europe.
yeah, I want to say football because basically what you do is you kick it, so it should be football, but here the American football you throw it.
Oh, we're so confused in America.
It is. To ease that confusion, we are going to take a little look at Tai Chi later on.
Yes, Tai Chi, the fabulous ancient martial art. We have accounts of it changing people's lives. Stay tuned.
Hi, thank you for coming to our City College Student Health Services Health Center. My name is Paula Cahill and I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm also the department chair of the Student Health Services here at City College, and we're happy to have you because we want to get the word out that we're here for our students, for their healthcare needs, for their psychological needs. If they're having a sore throat, a cough, are concerned about maybe having a sexual health infection, if they have a recent injury, we're happy to see them for whatever's going on. We have a doctor who's on site once a week, so if there's anything that is too complicated for the nurse practitioner staff, we can have the student come back and see our physician. Usually the best thing if they know they're going to have a need is to call and make an appointment. However, we do respond to emergencies and take walk-in emergencies and walk-in drop-ins as we're able to. And we're seeing probably over 100 students a day here at the health center. We offer not only medical services that students might need, we also offer counseling services with licensed clinical social workers and psychologists if they're having a lot of stress or different issues going on that they may need to talk to somebody. We have usually about 4 nurse practitioners on a day to see people for whatever's going on at the moment. We call it episodic care. I think, part of being successful in getting your education is staying healthy emotionally and physically.
Hi, thanks for tuning in. We have with us the assistant head coach and one of the top players and returning players from the City College soccer team here, the Rams. Thanks for joining us.
No problem, my pleasure.
Awesome. Okay, so the team's been around since 1934, I see. But in the last 10 years, you guys have been invited or you've qualified to make it to the Northern California playoffs, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
And people say that you're like a D1 team. That's amazing. Where do you get your players? How do you do it?
Well, there's several ways we do it. One of the main ways is we go out to just the Bay Area high schools and we evaluate talent. If we feel the players have the skills and athleticism necessary to play at the collegiate level, then we'll talk to them after the game and we'll establish some sort of relationship with them. Hopefully they come and continue their education here as well as play. But in addition to that, there's other ways we do it, which are also very important. And one of those is just to go out to the Bay Area soccer leagues, and usually like the men's leagues, they play out at the Polo Fields or here at Boxer Stadium, and we'll evaluate talent that way. But probably the easiest way to do it, or the most important way, is just to ask our current players if they have any friends or if they know of any players who can play at our level.
And when you recruit, do you stay within the Bay Area?
For the most part, yeah, just because everything's so local, it's so easy to get to. I'll just drive out to a game after work, and I'll watch them play. But sometimes, like in Anthony's case, he just kind of emailed us. He's from Southern California, and I guess he just knew about our school.
Good for you.
And he emailed us, and we kept in contact with him, and he eventually moved up here.
Cool.
And he's one of our best players, so we're really lucky to have him.
Cool. And I'm interested here because, and I'm sure the audience is interested to hear, how do you raise money?
The main way we do it is the Catholic schools in San Francisco used to have girls soccer, but I guess just because of budget concerns, they had to axe it. They completely cut it. So we kind of picked up where they left off, and we established a girls soccer league here at City College in the winter. So the coaches kind of manage it, and it's every Saturday and Sunday all day. And we charge every team a certain fee, and then that money goes directly back into the program, and we'll give it in the form of scholarships to our players. Once they graduate and move on to a four-year school, we're allowed to give them money if we raise any. And the coolest part about that is the players play a big role in that, and they're the actual referees.
Oh, do you like doing that, Anthony?
Yeah, I love doing that. Just as Coach said, I actually never knew about that they had to cut soccer from their schools. And I know if they had to cut soccer from my school, it's devastating, you know. I look forward to play at a D1 school and maybe even professional. And if I could help out kids, I know they would do the same thing for me, you know.
Yeah.
So I love doing that.
Anthony, what do you require of the team, the students? As students, what do you require of them to play on the team?
Well, the main thing is they need to be a full-time student. So that means they have to be enrolled in 12 units to begin the semester. Other than that, just commitment, really. I mean, it's like you said before, they call this the D1 of junior colleges. Yeah. And we really, we want them to invest in the team and get to know their teammates. So it really involves a number of things. Just commitment to study hall, which they have twice a week. A commitment to being fit, which involves a lot of running and conditioning, as well as strength training, which we have 3 times a week. So, with those two things, I think they'll be in good shape, really.
And as a defensive player, you get to work out in the Wellness Center, the new one. How's that? Do you like doing that now? Is it better than last year's situation?
Yeah, that's exactly why coaches say we're the D1 of community college. Yeah. Because Coach played D1 in college, and he told us this is exactly how it looks in a D1 locker room.
That's awesome.
I remember in the other gyms, sometimes we had to share locker rooms with the basketball team, I think it was, and some of the football team. And now we have our own space to put our own stuff in, and we don't have to share with anybody, and we keep it clean. And that makes us play harder because we know this is what they gave us, so we should show them why it was a good idea to give us a new center.
Awesome. Anthony and Gabe, Thanks for coming in, and good luck next season, and go Rams.
Thanks, no problem, our pleasure. We can do it again.
For more information, you can contact Adam, the head coach, and his information is up there on the screen for you. So, Next, we continue our spiritual and healthy journey by watching some Tai Chi. So, stay tuned.
My reason for doing Tai Chi originally was because I had injured myself and I wanted to find some way to heal myself other than surgery. I teach the Tai Chi classes here. My interest in Tai Chi began about 30 years ago. I'm proficient in practicing both Chen style, Fu style. I do Xingyi, Bagua, and other styles too. Its health benefits have, of course, been well documented. It can certainly help improve your health easily, but it can also help you to heal.
Well, In '06, I was broadsided by a Mack dump truck that ran a stop sign and destroyed my right knee.
I said, I'd like to live forever. And Tai Chi seemed like a good step on that path. And I had lung cancer. And I had a lobectomy. I had half my lung taken out. And I figured, yeah, you know, it all worked out so perfectly.
I feel a lot more energy. I've had a lot more energy lately, a lot more relaxed, yeah. It's more comfortable when you're breathing through the abdomen. And it's a lot of fun, you know, I enjoy it.
I was in very poor health, and I had an illness for about 8 years. And I found that Chinese medicine, acupuncture, helped me a lot. So I started reading up on it and doing a lot of research. And so this was just a natural progression to incorporate into my healing, and I feel much better. My condition is slowly going away. So, yeah.
Once you can move the internal energy, you can heal yourself. That's probably the most amazing thing. And if you get good, you can heal others.
I guess I'd seen people practicing around the city in the parks, and it looked like a good thing to do. Also, I noticed like a lot of older people doing Tai Chi and seemed to be in good health, and I always wanted to do something for breathing to increase, improve my breathing, circulation. So I just thought, I saw it in the catalog and I said, let's take it.
Yes.
Are you considered a master seafood?
I consider that. To some extent, yes.
35 years should count for something.
Yeah, it should count for something. Tai Chi in its actual use is not slow. It's only practiced slow so that the instructor can watch the student and make sure they're doing the movements correctly. And so.
Our spiritual and health journey continues at the end of the show when we find out what people really know about religion. But up next is Camila's interview with the president of the Astronomy Club here at City College. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super interested in stars. My last name is Venus, believe it or not. So my whole life I've wanted to know. So let's find out a little bit more and just keep discovering. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the new Orphalia Family Center. Housed in this strikingly modern complex, the Family Center is located on the grounds of the Ocean Avenue campus of City College of San Francisco. It is part of a city program to provide low-cost or no-cost childcare to city residents. Funded by a generous donation by the Orphalia family, the center offers full-day childcare in a spacious indoor area with arts and crafts corner, library, and rainy day rumpus and nap room. Outside, in a sheltered playground, there are climbing structures, slides, and a sandbox. In the administration building, there is a kitchen so that all meals and snacks for the children can be prepared on site. There is also a computer room for center staff and for students in the Jumpstart program. Jumpstart is a volunteer program where City College students work one-on-one with pre-K students to prepare them for kindergarten. The Family Center on the Ocean Avenue campus is just one of 4 full-day child care centers run by the Child Development and Family Studies Department of City College. There is also the Orphalia Family Center at the John Adams campus of City College, the Child Development Center at the Mission State Preschool, and the Grace Cathedral Child Development Center. The family centers are a service for low-income families with a demonstrated need for childcare. In order to qualify for services, parents must meet all eligibility requirements. Parents must have documented evidence of low-income status. Parents must be employed, in job training or in school, seeking employment, or incapacitated. Parents must be able to provide proof of up-to-date immunization records for their children. Children must be 3 to 5 years old, and they must be toilet trained. For information about the program, the requirements, and how to apply, call the Child Care Eligibility List at 415-561-1895. That's 415-561-1895.
Hi, I'm sitting here with Jacqueline Parson, the president of the Astronomy Club. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, very nice to have you here. What is an astronomy club, really?
Our astronomy club here at CCSF is basically community and school outreach to bring awareness to ourselves, the universe, what's going on, where we come from. It's all really relevant to who we are as human beings.
Mm-hmm. How many people are involved with this?
We usually have about 10 to 15 people, depending, but we're always trying to get new members. We do lots of fun stuff that's not necessarily for people that are majoring in astronomy, but just have a general interest in it.
So you don't need to be enrolled in any astronomy
No,
class?
absolutely not. You don't have to be enrolled in an astronomy course. You don't have to major in astronomy or astrophysics or physics at all. You basically come, enjoy sitting watching movies with us and enjoying lectures about really interesting things.
What movies are you watching? What's a typical star
Right now, we are mainly watching the Universe series that the History Channel has displayed, and they have a lot of really cool graphics that really integrate a lot of visual representation, computer graphics with actual physical phenomenon that happen in space, billions, trillions of light years away.
I know you're not just watching movies, you actually watch the actual stars in the galaxy.
We also take out the telescopes. And that's a really fun thing when we actually get the telescopes out and stay up late at night and eat munchies and watch the stars. That's really cool. Especially when during certain times of the year other objects are up that aren't usually up, like...
You've been exploring the comet Holmes, right?
Yes, last semester I was fortunate enough to observe the comet Holmes flare-up, which basically, a comet is basically just a dormant rock floating in space orbiting around a star. Now, there's not like the way we orbit in more or less a circle, little more or less, but the comets orbit in really, really long orbits. So here's a star, they go around very, very long orbits. So when they come close to the star, the gas and dust and ice that are attached to that star flare up, and so we get a little burst, so we could finally observe it.
So it's not actually burning?
It's not burning, no.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's just gas heating up by the temperature of the sun being close to it.
So when it's going that orbit, then actually there's just a few times you have a chance to see that?
Exactly. You can only really observe it during that flare-up when it comes close to the star. When it passes by the star and goes back into the cold space, you won't see it anymore.
So when would the next comet Holmes show up, or when will he show up again?
I believe it's 47 years from now. So
47. So you were lucky there.
yeah. I was quite fortunate to be able to see this one. So I'll be quite an old lady when I see it again. But it was really fortunate, and it only lasted a few weeks. You really have to be aware of what's going on to catch the really cool phenomenon.
Now, I know you've been exploring the pattern of Mars as well.
That was another project by one of our service learning students. We make these presentations for public outreach, kindergarten, schools, whatnot. So what she observed was the Mars retrograde motion. As Mars goes around the sun, it's actually closer to the sun than us. So when we are on a plane where Mars is basically perpendicular to us and we look at the sun, it creates a little wobble when we observe it from here. Galileo Galilei first discovered this.
I have a little question about Mars, since I'm not an astronomy major or anything. It's I've seen in the tabloids and newspaper that there's just a little man on Mars right now. Is there life on Mars?
If there is, I think it's microbial, and That kind of looked like a Yeti in my opinion. I don't think there's any Yetis on Mars.
I know you're trying to get into the observatories in San Jose, right? Is that correct?
The Lick Observatory. That's actually the closest observatory to San Francisco that's significant in size. It's actually quite a large telescope. It's about that big around diameter. And yeah, we're really looking forward to that. And it's a very powerful telescope. It's actually observed to observe galaxies.
Nice.
And the closest one is like 4.5 billion light years away. So
that's cool. So how would one do to like join you? I know you're gonna have you have a lot of star parties and like coming up right now, right?
Yes, star parties are going to be happening towards the towards finals time. So if you want to de-stress and just hang out with some cool people, just go up to the astronomy tower.
And then you can go there and you can join.
Yeah.
Awesome. There's so much about the galaxy that I like. Still, like maybe I should join the Galaxy Club, the astronomy club. Yeah,
it's really fun. We do a lot of cool stuff that that you don't have to pay for. So
that's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. I just want to know, did you know anything? Do you know what a Ramadan is?
A Ramadan, I believe that is a Muslim holy month.
Yeah, that's correct. See, there's a lot of people though still that don't know that, and we're gonna find out what people really know or don't know about the religion coming up. Thank you so much for having me, Jacqueline.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Religion is all around us in our everyday world. It impacts everything from the food we eat, to the clothes we wear, to the things we do. But many misconceptions and stereotypes exist. We decided to put the students of City College of San Francisco to the test and see what they know about the religious groups that are all around them. Where do Muslims live?
I believe in the East.
Muslims live in Islam around Middle Eastern.
Houses? In their homes?
What is a yarmulke?
I want to say I know, but I don't.
Yarmulke?
You know that one.
Yarmulke.
You know.
Oh, isn't it something African?
No.
No?
Is that a instrument? Is it an instrument, I believe?
So yarmulke is actually the thing that Jews wear on the top of their heads.
Harmonica.
What is Ramadan?
What is Ramadan? To me, I don't know. But do I know? Should I know? But I know what you know if you understand what I'm saying though.
We asked Jeffrey Liss, a City College of San Francisco religious studies professor, if people are ignorant about religion.
I do think people are somewhat ignorant about basic religious knowledge, but I also think that it's something that's not particularly taught anymore. You know, it used to be not only that people were educated more in parochial, largely religious schools, but also, you know, you would find courses like the Bible as literature, but those courses are not being taught as much anymore.
Can you name the 10 Commandments?
Don't covet your neighbor's wife, don't kill people.
Thou shalt not do wrong or something, I don't know.
Covet their neighbor's wife, steal, cheat, go to Disneyland.
Love person who close to you. Love person who close to you.
Oh, like respect your parents?
No, like love all people who's around you, not, you know, there it is.
So why should we know about religion, even if we're not the spiritual type?
Knowing a little bit about people's religions helps you in social interaction. You know, these are the questions that we want to know as human beings. To me, learning about religion is learning about being a human being.
However, we found a good portion of the student body did know quite a bit about religion. What is the Torah?
The Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible in the Old Testament.
What is Ramadan?
It's a Islamic holiday, and it goes by their calendar, and it's where they feast at night after fasting all day.
Do you know what a yarmulke is?
Yarmulke is the religious cap worn by Hebrew.
Right.
Religion is an experiential thing. I don't. There's only a certain amount I think that you can really learn about it just from books. Visit a church, go to services, try a meditation class, learn a little bit about Buddhism that way. So it's any of those things can really improve. It just broadens your worldview that much.
Camila, I'm so happy I wasn't interviewed on that because I might have made a huge fool of myself.
There's a lot of questions there that I probably wouldn't be able to answer before that, but now I know everything, so just ask me.
In our next show, we're going to have more of a hot topic.
Hot topic. We're going to talk about the war.
Yes, and we're going to have a journalist in as a special guest, and also the recruiting issue on campus.
Whether if it's good or bad. But I think, this is basically all for today. We're feeling healthy and fine here.
Yes, much calmer. I'm actually really feeling athletic and ready to get out there on the soccer field.
No one puked in the studio. It's amazing. It's amazing. But I think this is basically it for today. Just remember, it's everything about the mind and the body and the soul. And
deep breaths.
Deep breath. So we will be back next time. Until then, you've been watching IDTV. I'm Camilla Stenmark.
And I'm Courtney Venus.
Take care.